Trend Truck of the Year 3 times in a row, that had never been done before. Then again, neither had a 12-inch touchscreen or 1,000 pound-feet of torque. Never been done before. It's just kind of our thing.
All right, Calgary Flames trailing here after 40 minutes. Here's Tyler Toffoli, and maybe, Tyler, just a thought on the position. Obviously, there's been chances here in that second period, but how do you come back here?
Yeah, we had some looks. Obviously, it's we haven't been able to capitalize, and I think we got to just stay with our game and keep getting the pucks in and making their defense turn, and that's where we're at our best.
Seem to be clogging up the front of the net too, like they have at different times in this series. How do you find some of that extra space when you get in those scoring zones?
I mean, there's no extra space. It's the playoffs, and you have to battle for every inch.
One last one, and that's just this position. Third period, obviously, it's a big spot. What about the confidence of this group?
Yeah, we know what to do. We know what's at stake here, and I think we have to dig deep here and find a way to get one, and get two.
Thanks for this. It's Tyler Toffoli.
We found a way to make Coke Zero Sugar taste better than ever. Don't believe us? Taste it and become a believer. Go on, try it. New Coke Zero Sugar, now more delicious. Best Coke ever? You bet.
Puts it across. Anderson pass to Lucic. Puts it up on the corner and brought the score. Lucic with the corner off the skate. Shot Monahan.
All right, Flames TV live at the intermission. It's brought to you by your Alberta Ram dealers. Calgary Flames trail 1-0 after one. You heard from Tyler Toffoli there. Obviously a big spot coming up here in the third period is Brendan Parker alongside Matt Stajan. And maybe just first, let's get kind of an assessment of what we've seen through here 40 minutes. You look kind of across the scoreboard and down. It's tight and equal all the way across.
Yeah, the story of the series, really. It kind of feels like Game 7 out there. Like it's every inch is being fought for. Dallas is doing a great job taking away the middle of the ice. The Flames got to get inside, and even on the Dallas goal that we'll see here, they got inside, they got numbers at the net, and got a bounce. That's how it's gonna go here. That's how you're gonna win this hockey game. Get the ugly one and try and get it equal here in the third.
Well, you mentioned it, so let's take a look at it. It is the one and only goal of this hockey game so far, and it comes from Jason Robertson. And the bounce, I mean, they do get some numbers here toward the net, but inevitably it is a puck that goes off a flame and in.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of a mix up there at the blue line, and two Stars players get in behind on a 2-on-1 and throw it at the net. Mark, he made a great save there, but an unfortunate bounce. But these are the things you have to overcome here. The Flames got to come out here and establish pressure here early and take over this game here in the third period.
Well, and as you mentioned, when it's this tight checking and chances are that difficult to come by, I mean, you have to kind of work for those bounces a little bit too. And you hear it all the time, stick with it. But, that kind of speaks to getting some of those looks and making sure that you don't let those go away, because that's how you end up getting one of those bounces.
Exactly, and we all know what Ottinger's done this whole series, so they got to get to the net. They got to win those battles, get in his eyes, and just find a way. It's will at this point.
Yeah.
You're watching a lot of these games, in the third period. There's been a lot of home teams coming with momentum, and we'll hopefully get that here from the Flames. The crowd's going to get into it, and hopefully we can build a nice third period here and rally.
Before we get to that third period, let's take a look at some of those chances that we saw in that middle frame. And, maybe one of the more highlight reel saves we saw was Jacob Markstrom's kind of scrambling here in this goalmouth opportunity for Joe Pavelski, and somehow gets his glove on this one.
Yeah, just desperation. But this is hockey in the playoffs, just throwing pucks at the net, making things happen. And, the goaltender playing desperate and making a huge save. That's another goal there. That's a lot bigger of a hill to climb here for the Flames, but that save was key for them that period.
Yeah, and that was still early on in the period. The Flames did have that sequence of about 3 or 4 minutes where they had some of their best looks. This one, Andrew Mangiapane at the side of the net. And around the blue paint, Rasmus Andersson had some space here as well, just misses high and wide. And then, Toffoli, as we talked to him there just in the intermission, he had a couple of those looks, this being one of them.
Yeah, and when you're getting pucks to the crease, you're getting chances. And you can see Dallas just boxing out, but you got to get at Ottinger. He's making the first save and anything he's seeing. So get in his eyes, throw it there, go there, find a scrappy goal here. That's what it's going to take.
Absolutely, and that's the situation the Calgary Flames find themselves in. Shots are even all across the board here through 40 minutes. So too are the hits and the power play opportunities as well. And maybe just one last one before we send it out, and that's, just when you get into these positions, you sent kind of a Game 7 type feel. But what's the confidence level you think of a group that like the Calgary Flames, who have those veterans, guys who've been through these situations before? Well,
they should be confident. They're the top team in the division. They fought for home ice. They're in a Game 5 here. We've seen them come back a lot this year. So, establish, good first few shifts here, build momentum, and ride that out. And we'll get this arena bumping here and hopefully finish this off the right way.
That's where you guys come in, the Sea of Red, outside and inside. The red lot is already going, and we got a big third period coming up next. The Calgary Flames trying to claw back in this one, down 1, heading into the third period, coming up next.